Start by making your water roux. This extra step will help give your donuts that extra pillowy, soft texture. Cook your roux on a low heat until it thickens into a paste. Then remove your paste into a bowl and set aside to cool. Next, prepare your yeast. Sprinkle in about half of the sugar from the recipe into the warm milk. Your milk should be about 105 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything higher and it will kill your yeast. I just heat mine up in the microwave. After about 5 to 10 minutes, it should foam up and come alive, like this. If it doesn't, you need to do the yeast part again because your yeast is either old or it's dead. If that's the case, your dough will not rise properly and the recipe won't work. Once your paste has come down to room temperature and your yeast has been activated, add all your ingredients together and mix with the paddle attachment until everything is combined. Then slowly add in your softened butter. Switch over to the dough hook attachment. Mix on high speed until the dough comes together and becomes smooth and elastic. It should pull away from the sides and slightly ball up on the hook attachment. This will take some time since it's such an enriched, wet dough. If you need to, you can add a little bit of flour to help it out, but no more than 2 tablespoons, otherwise you will end up with a dry, dense donut. It took me about 20 minutes before the dough finally came together and became elastic. If, after 20 minutes, it's still not coming together, remove the dough and you can finish kneading by hand. I do not suggest doing all of the kneading by hand because this dough is very sticky. Once the dough is ready, it will still be a little tacky, but you know it's done when you can gently stretch it without tearing. Gather your dough up into a nice tight smooth ball and place it into a lightly greased bowl. Cover and let it proof in a warm place. If you don't have these round cutters, you can get creative and use cups, wine glasses, lids, or whatever you have. I got about 12 donuts using the large round cutters. also find it helpful to cut square parchment paper so that you can easily slide your donuts into the oil without creating any indents or deflating your dough. After about an hour, your dough should be at least doubled in size. Punch out the air and roll out your dough to about 1/2 inch thickness. Re-roll your scraps, knead it back together and let it sit for 20 minutes or so to relax. Otherwise, you won't be able to roll it out. Let your donuts proof again in a warm place for about 30 to 40 minutes or until it has puffed up. You know it's ready when you poke it and the indent slowly bounces back. You can also make this dough the day before and put your cut donuts into the fridge. Remove them from the fridge about 40 minutes before you're ready to fry and allow them to proof. While your donuts are proofing, prepare your glaze. You can replace the milk with water or even lemon juice. If you're using lemon juice, I suggest adding lemon zest to enhance the citrus flavor. Get your oil to about 330 to 340 degrees Fahrenheit. Most recipes say to get the temperature up to 375, but I think that's way too hot and the donuts brown too quickly. Fry each side for about 1 minute and flip. Drain onto a cooling rack or paper towel. Glaze the donuts while they're still warm. I only glaze the tops, but you can dunk the whole thing in the glaze if that's your thing.